I'm Danny Laurel. Let's take a quick look at the equity space, kicking off with the S&P 500 overnight down by 1 2/10%. That wiped the previous day's gains on some job concerns over in the United States. You've also got Hong Kong here, the Hang Seng Index up by 0.8%. Indicating a further rally on the hopes of reopening their economy. And next week, we will be seeing quite some economic data over in China, which has been opening quite shakily this morning. That's on the concerns of economic data coming out for the next week here, highlighting what had happened to them when they reopened the economy abruptly and ended those COVID restrictions. You've also got over in Tokyo, inflation likely to set a record high for the capital. You've also got India's core inflation likely to be inching upwards, should be peaking at one moment, but nevertheless, it's not just the Philippines inflation story here, but also the rest of Asia. Now let's take a peek at how we are opening this Friday morning, last day of trade. A bit of a pullback this morning, down by 42.32. That's down by 0.6%. Nevertheless, still a good figure here above 6,700 in the first full, well, not necessarily full because we were off on January 2nd, but in the first trading day of 2023, we did enjoy quite a bump up from at least 2022. Now, meanwhile, you've got more developments here in terms of our stock exchange. The Philippines and the Shenzhen stock exchanges will be boosting cooperation. They signed an agreement to strengthen their communication that could help boost investments in both of the markets. So what would that entail? Promoting each stock market to each other, market development, information technology, and initiatives on market connectivity such as cross-border development. Now, of course, we did report the inflation figure for December. That was at 8.1%. That was reported yesterday, and now some bets are going on what's going to be the BSP's course here. You've got Shreya Sodhani, she's an economist over at Barclays, saying that the BSP could be delivering 225 basis point rate increases this year, so that the tightening cycle is not yet over. Another one, this is Tamara Henderson, saying that faster Philippine inflation in December is keeping the pressure on the Bangko Sentral to raise those rates. And on that note, I did want to take a quick peek at two counters here. One, of course, is the financials, which will be directly linked to the interest rate increases here. This morning, it's down by 0.2%. However, you've got two of the biggest banks, Metro Bank and BPI, enjoying some gains. Speaking of BPI, that has been in the news as of late. They've committed to reviewing their systems after a double debit incident issue was now resolved on Wednesday. That's what they've said. They've repeated that customers' accounts are safe and secure.